Look, the CPAP machines and all that stuff, that's for people when they sleep, that they have to go to a sleep study. Now, the fact that we're this far into this and you still have people, look, quit listening to the hype. You have to. You have to stop and you have to go question someone. If you know someone, to call your doctor, go ask. But you got to remember something. Everybody's protected by HIPAA. They can't release that information. They've already come out and told you that it doesn't matter what it is. You can come in with a broke leg, you got coronavirus. You can come in with a headache, you got coronavirus. They're going back through and just labeling everything coronavirus. Ventilators. Why would you want to be, do you need to be on a ventilator? You're probably unconscious. You're probably sedated, in a coma. That could be caused by anything. A car wreck. It is so sad that most people don't stop and actually go ask or research something. They call it the flu, they call it coronavirus, they call it COVID. That's 3 different names. It's kind of like Marshall Mathers, Eminem, Slim Shady. All of these things. You need to be worried about going back to work. The more you're sitting at home worried about a virus, the least do you have it? You keep hearing stories about people having it. Well, if they do, that sucks. But you're not personally responsible for them. The medicine they're talking about is to treat malaria, okay? Do you have malaria? No. At what point in time, it's like this. They found something you're scared of because you can't see it. And Facebook and social medias cause it to go viral. Now, social distancing, that's not a good thing. They're painting an image that segregation in normal every public life is a good thing. Let me tell you something. If you got kids, your kids are messier than most adults. They have you social distancing each other, and all these businesses are propagating. So I want you to think back. It's like this. You remember, it was even before I was, it's going to be like my parents or grandparents. They segregated water fountains. They segregated everything. They just call it social distancing. Well, here's the deal. This is called personal choice. They have you so terrified. And look, they're not saying here's how they're literally just saying, well, social distancing. Why? Because everybody's so you gotta have the answer. Well, look, it's past time for the virus. It's warm out. You should be worried about getting sunburns right now and all these other things. But you're not. You're still sitting there waiting for a stimulus check. This is what happens. You're being taught a lesson that you don't pay attention. You don't understand government. You don't understand anything. And it's so easy. It's like this. When they tell you, you need to stay home. But if you have some place to go, you can go. Did you see what they did? That's everyday life. Most people stay home if they don't have anything to do. If they do, they go. But everywhere I go, people are so like, oh, this virus. What are you worried about the virus? Do you realize the huge percent of the population of adults do drugs? You smoke cigarettes, you drink, you do all these things, you have unprotected sex, you're around so many more viruses and things that you don't think about. This is just propaganda. They made you all jump off a cliff together. Just like this. Contact your employers. Tell them you want to go to work. It's up to you. President has nothing to do with that. Now see, you should be contacting the governor. It should be open. But see, you don't even have to do that. As an employee, you can contact your employer and get enough people, and they will open. They can't make you stay closed. They can't. But what they're doing right now is they're making you're allowing yourself to be taken advantage of because you're too scared to speak up and fight for what's yours. Some of you are sticking your hands out for a stimulus, which is really not a stimulus because you're not paying any taxes in right now.